Okay, so it's a few weeks late. My bad. I procrastinated a lot. You guys know that I do this. Hey there, Net Best Buddies, and welcome back to the channel. As always, I'm Ray, and in typical fashion, I like to be the last one to put out any sort of relevant piece of content in the world. So today I'm going to be talking about E3, even though it basically went on a week ago. Before I get into the actual conferences, how could I have forgotten about Elden Ring? I am so stoked for this game. I love the Soulsborne games. I love Bloodborne and Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2 to an extent. I thought it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. And then you got Dark Souls 3, which was great. And did I say Bloodborne? I love Bloodborne so much. And I'm working through Sekiro. It's a lot harder, but oh my god, it looks so good, Elden Ring, and I just cannot wait to get my grubby little hands on it and play it. I believe Ubisoft went first, so I'm going to start with them. The only game that Ubisoft showed off that I was really interested in was Rainbow Six Quarantine. No, did they change that? It's Extraction? So the only game that Ubisoft showed off that I was really interested in was Rainbow Six Extraction. I think it looks really cool. I'm really glad they're reusing, for the most part, the agents from Rainbow Six Siege. I love Siege. I love how it plays. I was a little hesitant at first to, try to understand how that sort of, gunplay and combat is going to work with more or less super-powered aliens. I guess that's what they are. But from the gameplay they showed, I think it works really well. I'm so excited to play it. And I think it's going to be another great Rainbow Six game. Honestly, aside from that, they didn't really show too much that interested me, aside from Watch Dogs Legion is having some DLC with Aiden Pierce and Wrench from the previous games. And then we've also got Discovery Mode and some Paris DLC for AC Valhalla. I really like Discovery. I think that's a pretty cool teaching tool. It definitely was pretty cool in the last couple games that they did it in. I also really like the idea behind the Paris DLC. And they tease some really cool stuff where maybe you fight Odin. I don't know. Let's get Anthony Hopkins in that game. Then there's the conference I thought actually did the best, and that would be Xbox. Am I a little bit of a fanboy? Yeah, I'll accept that nomenclature, but honestly, they definitely had the best showing. They showed 30-something games, 27 of which I believe are going to Game Pass day one, which is insanity. So, let's run through the games. Back 4 Blood, so excited for this game. I love Left 4 Dead. The developers behind that making essentially Left 4 Dead 3. I actually had the $100 version of this game pre-ordered, then they threw this on at E3. Canceled that pre-order real quick, saved me some money. But I'm just so excited to play it. It's going to be such a great co-op game. They haven't made a bad game yet as far as I'm concerned. Then we got 12 Minutes, which is like this top-down relationship puzzle game, I guess is the best way to describe it. It stars James McAvoy and Daisy Ridley. Really cool looking, really excited. I've been excited for it since they announced it a couple years ago, I think. It was a couple years ago. But yeah, can't wait to finally play that on October 19th. Yeah. Game Pass is literally making it so I don't have to buy any more games forever, which I guess is their plan. Then we got Psychonauts 2. I've never played the first Psychonauts, but I've always wanted to from clips I've seen. And I'm really glad they're doing a second one. I'm glad it's going to be an Xbox exclusive, and I'm glad it's going to be on Game Pass, so that's awesome. Party Animals looks pretty cool. Looks like a mix of Gang Beast and Humans Fall Flat, but with cute little animal combat. I'm a little hesitant on it, but it's kind of selling me with its charm. And, also on Game Pass. Can't go wrong with that. Then we got Hades, which is finally coming to consoles. And I'm so excited to play this one. Again, on Game Pass. Every game, I think, on my list possibly is on Game Pass. Yeah, actually, I think so. And Hades, it looks great visually. I love the concept of the story. I like when they dive into like mythologies like that and they give us new takes on it, be it Greek, Roman, Catholic, any of that stuff. I love it. Somerville, which best way to describe this is Inside meets War of the Worlds, and I'm so excited. I cannot wait to play this game. It looks so good. Heck, I might even just outright buy it. Even if it's on Game Pass. You get a little bit of discount there, but I might just buy it outright. Then they showed Halo Infinite's campaign in a short little CG cutscene trailer, and I think it looks pretty cool. I'm really excited for it. It looks like they're telling a smaller story, which I think will work in this situation, because Halo just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger to a point where it just kind of fell apart story-wise, especially with 5. And then they showed off the multiplayer, which is going to be a free component, which is going to be fantastic. That's an awesome idea. I really like what they're doing with the multiple battle passes that you can buy, where you can buy previous battle passes if you missed them based on the season you're in. I'm really looking forward to that. It looks like they're going back to what made Halo 3 really good. And I loved Halo 3. It was one of my absolute favorite multiplayer games to play with my friends. So excited for that. Next up, we got Plaguetail Requiem coming to Game Pass yet again. I didn't play the first one when it was on Game Pass. I really wanted to, but I'm definitely going to play this one. And who knows, if I like it enough, maybe I'll go back and play the first one. It looks really good. And the game that I'm definitely buying, even though it's going to show up on Game Pass, Slime Rancher 2. I love Slime Rancher. It's one of my favorite games. It's so good, just going around grabbing up little slimes in your backpack and farming them, and then collecting their poop to sell to upgrade your stuff to corral more of these slimes. It's adorable. It's addicting. I absolutely love this game. And I'm so excited that it's getting a sequel, and it's coming to Game Pass, and I'm going to buy it anyway. I don't even care. So then we had Atomic Heart, and again, Game Pass. It's insane. I think every game that I'm talking about arrives day and date on Game Pass, which is still insanity. But Atomic Heart, it looks weird. It looks like a cool, futuristic, dystopian first-person shooter where things are getting manipulated in the environment. There's some mannequins that come to life. It's off-putting. It looks super interesting. I'm really more or less excited for this game. It looks different. Next up is Replaced. Again, Game Pass. The game looks phenomenal. I love the tilting of the camera during the action sequences. It sort of looks like a Cowboy Bebop-ish game mixed with, what was it called? Last Night, which still hasn't come out yet. So it looks incredible. I'm really looking forward to this one. And the last game that Xbox showed at their press conference was Redfall. And it looks really cool, pretty interesting. I like the cartoony but still sort of violent gameplay, or at least the cinematic trailer. I don't think we've seen gameplay yet. But it looks sort of like a hero shooter, but you're taking down a bunch of vampires. And I'm in it. I'm in for it, baby. It looks really good. You know, the trailer. Who knows? Maybe the gameplay will be, not great. But from what we've seen, I'm guessing it's a hero shooter. Maybe Left 4 Dead-ish. I don't know. We'll see. And then we had one more thing with the Microsoft Xbox Series X mini fridge. I don't know how I did it. I convinced Amanda to let me get it when it goes on sale. So I'm real excited for that. For those that don't know, when the Series X was launched, everyone said it looked like a fridge. So now they're doubling down and making an actual fridge out of it. Basically at the end here, but Xbox did an extended press conference a couple days after their initial one, hosted by Paris Lilly. He did a great job. And there were two things in there that I wanted to bring up. One is the Anachrosis, I think it was called. It looks pretty interesting. It looks like a Left 4 Dead-ish co-op game. There's a lot of co-op games coming out. But with like 70s-ish aesthetics and pretty fun humor, it seems like. I don't know what they're fighting. It's not the best graphics visually, but I think it'll hold up well with its art design. I'm looking forward to it. And then we got that Xbox Design Lab coming back. Ooh-wee. I already made my controller, and they're only like $70 without an engraving on it. That's a lot cheaper than what I remember the original Design Labs was. So, that's pretty cool. I'm definitely going to get one of those. I think Amanda said next paycheck I could pick one up. Just got to tweak my design a little bit. And then we have Nintendo, which did absolutely nothing for me. They didn't show me anything that made me want to buy a Switch, especially since I'm sort of waiting for a Switch Pro. But I don't care if they had Breath of the Wild 2. I don't care if they had Mario Kart Rush or Metroid Dread. A lot of it just feels like the same thing rehashed over and over with Nintendo. And it just doesn't do it for me. And I can't remember the last time I actually enjoyed owning a Nintendo system. I mean, Amanda had the Switch for a little while, and she was the only one that played that, and that was barely ever. So, Nintendo, I don't think I'm just done with Nintendo. No hate to anyone that likes it. It's not for me. I don't like it. Then, I mean, they treat content creators like crap, so why would I want to support that anyway? And yeah, that's everything from E3 that really kind of pushed my buttons in the right way. A lot of games, really excited for them. Really good stuff coming. Again, I'm not going to have to pay for most of them because it's just coming to Game Pass anyway. Definitely go down and subscribe so you can stay up to date with all the videos I do put out when I decide to put them out. Give the video a like, share with a game-loving friend. Let me know in those comments what you thought of E3, some of the games you were looking forward to. Do your thoughts match up with mine on some things? Let me know all of that down below. Thanks for watching, everybody. See ya.